Good morning. Welcome to worship with the community of First Unitarian Church of Omaha. I'm Reverend Shari Woodbury, the congregation's settled minister. Whether you're attending here in person or online, Sunday morning or later in the week, I'm glad that you've chosen to plug into this community. We come together each week to worship, which from the Latin means to remember that which is of worth. And so we reground ourselves in our highest values and reconnect with one another. A special welcome to visitors. This congregation is a community of all ages and abilities. It's a community with a rainbow of gender and sexual identities. It's a community of diverse cultural and class backgrounds. We draw from many different sources of inspiration and share common liberal religious values. Whoever you may be, we welcome you to bring your whole self into this space. If you're joining us online, I encourage you to create a YouTube account and log in when you participate that way. This will allow you to use the comment section for joys and concerns and sometimes other things. You can also subscribe to our channel, whether you attend in person or online, and share videos you like with others. And as we do every week, for those who are here this morning, we'll have coffee hour after the worship service in the common room, which is directly below the sanctuary. I have one announcement to share. After the service today, I invite first-time guests, regular visitors, and longtime friends to join me for First Steps, a gathering for visitors. We'll have like a 15-minute break between the service and that gathering so that anyone who wants to can pop downstairs, grab some coffee, chat a little bit, and then if you'd like to join this casual conversation, you can come back upstairs to the lounge, the Merit Lounge, which is the room in the corner here with the couches. First Steps is a chance to get to know each other a bit better, learn a little bit about First Unitarian and about Unitarian Universalist denomination. It lasts about an hour. To learn what else is going on around here, including activities that you might want to take part in, you can use the QR code or links in your program. And we also have some printed e-news in the foyer by the screen out there. Our congregation occupies the traditional treaty lands of the Omaha and Otoe, Missouri tribal nations, whose sovereignty existed long before the state of Nebraska. We'd also like to express our respect to other native tribes of Nebraska, including the Ponca, Winnebago, and Santee Sioux, and many other tribes represented in the Omaha area. Our aspiration is to let the land acknowledgement be just a beginning as we educate ourselves and support causes, charities, and rights of Indigenous peoples in our area. Now for our music-filled service today, we're going to sing even before we light the chalice, so you can open your gray hymnal to 362. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy. And lighting our flaming chalice this morning will be Neva Cozine and Daryl Hansen. You'll find chalice lighting words in your order of service or inside the front cover of the gray hymnal. All together, spark of the Spirit, cupped in earth's embrace, light of love, alive in all creation. As we kindle this flame, we rekindle our connection to the sacred web of life. Thank you, Neva and Daryl. February is not for the faint-hearted, I think.
It is so exceedingly ordinary, having neither the romance of spring nor the bravado of winter.
And the ordinary is tough. It seems to me, demanding as it does not only endurance, but imagination.
We gather on this late winter morning in a village of faith, warmed by those who join us.
Saying to one another by our presence here that together we find comfort and even hope in the gray days of February, in the dailiness of our lives.
We have noted the light of the late afternoons and the odd and out-of-sequence melting day.
We join in meditation and praise of simple stamina and with faith in renewal. I invite you to rise if that feels good for you and join in singing number 1059 from the Teal hymnal, May Your Life Be As a Song. Now, a few words about this song. It's a round. We're going to hear Jay play it through once for us on the piano. Then we'll do it once all together. And then our choir director, William Miller, is going to direct us in doing it as a round. The piano side will follow him in continuing on with the song, with the first entrance. And then those of us over on the organ side, you can stay with me, and we're going to start it again when they get about halfway through. And we'll just watch William to let us know when to stop. Make sense? So all together the first time. May your life be as a song, resounding with a dawn, to sing awake the light, and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. Now around they start. Here we go. May your life be as a song, resounding with a dawn, to sing awake the light, and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. May your life be as a song, resounding with a dawn, to sing awake the light, and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. May your life be as a song, resounding with a dawn, to sing awake the light, and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. You may be seated. You sound beautiful. All right, come on in. It's time for all ages. If we have any kiddos in the sanctuary who'd like a closer look, you can come up and sit in the first pew here near the piano. We're going to have some pictures up on the screen.
Morning. Now it's time for our story for all ages, If any other children in the sanctuary would like to come sit in the front row to see better, you're welcome to do that. Our story today is This Little Light of Mine by Karen K. Newhart. It was a very hot day that turned into a very warm night. When I first discovered that I had a light, I was flying just above a cornfield, you see, when I felt something stirring inside of me. I was alone at the time and not sure what to do, so I just flew and flew and flew. That special feeling didn't go away, even though it was the end of the day. But I was having so much fun. I didn't think my mom would mind if I flew across the field just one more time. I'll never forget what happened as I spread my wings. There was a joy only miracles bring. Suddenly, it was me who was lighting the way. I sparkled and I shimmered. I was as bright as day. I remember how good it felt to be me, to light up all that I could see. I then headed for home and Mom to explain. But as I did, it started to rain. Through the rain, I could still see because I had my light with me. Mom smiled as she snuggled me at her side and asked me, "Edison, did you have a nice ride?" I told her about flying and seeing my light, and she told me something incredibly special that night. She said, we all have an inner light that when mixed with love will burn very bright. A sort of gift, she did say, for us to use in a good way. The rain then stopped, and she and I flew back to the cornfield, just us two. But much to my surprise, we were met by 1,000 fireflies who were using their gifts too. And so that night I did learn that this little light of mine could burn to bring joy and light the way at the end of every day. It made me happy just to know how important was my glow. You have an important glow too, you know? Thank you. Children are welcome to join us in the classroom upstairs for elementary class. If there are any middle schoolers still in here, they're having class downstairs as well.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
All right. Each week, we share our blessings with others through a community offering. Half of the undesignated gifts go to a local cause which resonates with Unitarian Universalist values. If you're online or prefer to give with your smartphone, you can use the QR code or link. Our Share the Plate recipient for the month of February is Omaha Together One Community, also known as OTOC. OTOC teaches people to become effective leaders, explore their legitimate interests, do solid research, engage in sometimes tough but always respectful public discourse, hold elected officials accountable, and create positive change through collective action. It's an organization we've been involved with a long time that does good work organizing people in Omaha. The offering is gratefully received. Come to the time for sharing of joys and concerns. When we choose to share, we give others who care about us a chance to celebrate with us and the good things that are happening and to comfort us in those things that are difficult. I got one that just came in this morning. Lita Magisana shares that River, who many know here as a YRUU alum, and now a college student, has been admitted to the hospital for sepsis. So please keep River in your thoughts and send him good energy. Colin, what else do we have? These can always be submitted by our web form online beforehand, and if you're here in person, you can write in the notebook that's at the back of the sanctuary when you come in.
Carolyn McNamara, church member, fell down and broke her wrist on Wednesday. She is home and doing okay and will find out if she needs surgery next week. We send her healing wishes. From Christina Noriega, hello from Istanbul. Although Roman is still critical, I'm grateful he is also stable. I'm grateful to all the people there that are sending positive thoughts for him, and to the people here who are working so hard to ease our pain. From Kai, Clement, and Tila Colbert, today is Genevieve's first time coming to church. We waited for her immune system to be strong. We are excited to introduce her to everyone.
And if you turn around, you can get a glimpse of the cute baby right there. Yeah. If you hadn't caught it earlier, Christina Noriega sharing about her husband Roman. They were traveling in Istanbul, and last week he got pretty severe burns over a large part of his body, so he's getting medical treatment while they are there overseas. So we send our warm thoughts and healing wishes to them. We draw into the circle of this community's care all who know both joy and difficulty. This morning we include all of them in our circle as we weave prayer and song together. And from your seats, I invite you to join in singing number 1002 in your teal hymnal, Comfort Me. Get that out and I'll say a word about it. We're going to pause between each verse as I share a common prayer woven in with the song. Feel free to close your eyes during that part or throughout if you know the piece, whatever feels right to you. Oh, my soul, at times the challenges I face are too much illness, too much struggle, too much conflict between family and neighbors, too much suffering in the world, on our screens and out of sight. But we know what is happening, and what shall we do? Can I bear the weight of it all? It's hard to be a human, especially a soft-hearted human. Spirit of love, will you comfort me? Together we sing, comfort me. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Oh my soul, at times I feel alone, isolated, even if there are people around me. It can be hard to share my inner world with others or to let them help me. But when we sing together, I feel others' presence. And I know that together we have enough caring to go around for everyone, including me. Gathered community, will you sing with me? The verse is, sing with me. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Oh my soul, sometimes I am just weary. When it's hard to get out of bed in the dark morning, hard to face difficult tasks, hard to lift my foot or open my heart. I know I may need rest and fortitude. I may need to refill the well within me. Rest is a gift that I will try to allow myself to have when I need it. My needs are important, and I deserve rest. Oh, my soul, you can rest. Together we sing, rest with me. Rest with me, rest with me, rest with me, oh my soul. Rest with me, rest with me, rest with me, oh my soul. When I have been nourished with song, I grow stronger. When I have felt the presence of caring community around me, I feel more able to use my own power. When I have given my body and spirit the rest they need, I am renewed. And yes, my soul, when that light grows, mercy, the light is growing, day by day like a green growing thing, I'm ready to rise. In power and beauty, I return to the world and bring to it my love and my joy. Together we sing, rise with me. Rise with me, rise with me, oh my soul. Rise with me, rise with me, rise with me, oh my soul. Let's hold a moment of silence together. As we move into the heart of this music-centered service, I want to thank everyone who offered feedback on our first Soulful Songs Sunday in the fall. It connected deeply for some. Of course, we're all unique and we'll have our own experience. If it turns out that this approach doesn't speak to you right now, you can still help hold the space for the people around you who are getting just what they need. This is our second time trying this format this year, and I hope it will hold you and speak to you as a whole person in the way that music and using your own body as an instrument can do. We'll be learning some new songs. So I want to mention that it's always okay to listen to the song before you start singing. Jay will be playing it through for us before we start each time, but you can listen as long as you want before you join in, or just listen the whole time if that's what feels best for you. But don't hesitate to join in the singing if you're so moved. Our aim here is connection, not perfection. It's not a performance. It's an opportunity to let whatever is moving in and through you move on out and through. And we can witness to ourselves and to each other in this sacred space. For this particular Soulful Songs Sunday, at this moment of Imbolc, the midpoint between winter and spring, our theme is to sing awake the light. We can stay connected to the elements in every season of the year and appreciate the rhythms and beauty of each season. Right now, at least for me, I don't know if this is true for you, the growing light is a source of nurture, hope, and joy. So we can embrace that. For some of us, I know that winter is a hard time emotionally, but we all have a spark of light within us, even in the darkest times. May these songs and readings also fan the flame of that innermost spark of light. Sanctuary singers help us get in touch with the elements and with that spark within with our anthem, The Colors of the Wind. Until I Am the Sky by Joy Harjo, adapted. The stuff I need for singing by whatever means is garnered from every thought, every heart that ever pounded the earth, the shapes of mountains, cities, a whistle leaf of grass, or a human bent with loss will revise the pattern of the story, the song. I take it from there, play through the heartbreak of the tenderness of being until I am the sky, the earth, the song, and the singer. You'll find all of the songs we're going to sing next in your song sheet. Did everyone get a song sheet? If anyone needs one, you can raise your hand and an usher will bring you one. Okay, looks like everybody has one. We begin with Earth Meets Sky. From your seat, you can stay seated, but feel free to move your body in any way that feels good as we do all of these. And Jay will play through it once before we begin. Where the earth meets the sky, I climb, I climb, I climb, I climb. Where the earth meets the sky, I sit down, I sit down, I sit down, I sit down. Where the earth meets the sky, I am held, I am held, I am held, I am held. Where the earth meets the sky, I let go, I let go, I let go, go. Where the earth meets the sky, I pray, I pray, I pray, I pray. Where the earth meets the sky, I wait, I wait, I wait, I wait. Where the earth meets the sky, I am heard, I am heard, I am heard, I am heard. Where the earth meets the sky, I return, I return, I return, I return. We hold a time of silence together. Hear now words of Jennifer Johnson on the pulse of life. They were first written in early 2017, but continue to resonate.
These are anxious days. Can you hear me this time? Why can't they hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay. These are anxious days, hair-pulling, hand-wringing days. We are bombarded from all sides with new and unprecedented developments, grave threats to our national values and institutions on one hand, and countless calls to action on the other, and then the flood of critique and analysis. What can we do? These are indeed uncertain times, and yet there are some things we do know for certain. We know that our blue boat home continues to rotate on its axis, continues its familiar sojourn around the sun. The sun sets and rises, and if we remember to pause, we may lose ourselves, but for a moment, in the glorious play of light and color on the horizon. Beneath the crust of cold earth, the crocuses and the daffodils are stirring in their winter hibernation. The energy of life and living is pulsing in them, and in the latent blades of grass and the unseen maple beds, and it's pulsing in us too. The pulse of life calls us to nourish our bodies with good food and movement, to nourish our spirits with art and song, friendship and tenderness and quiet. When we heed the pulse of life, we know what we need to do, to rise in the morning and rest into darkness, to put our hands, hearts, and minds to work, to meet those in our midst with compassion, to join with the vulnerable and speak truth to power, to play with our youngest and hear the wisdom of our elders, to heal the sick and wounded, to grieve the dying and remember the dead, to be of use and sometimes to be still. The pulse of life is beating in each and every one of us amidst the clamor of these times. Let us heed its sure and steady rhythm.
I invite you to rise for these next two songs, if that feels good to you. We'll start with the Song in Your Heart from your song sheet. And again, Jay will play through it on the piano once, and then we'll sing it 3 times.
Listen to the song in your heart. Listen to the song in your heart. A song of love. Everyone has a part. Listen to the song in your heart. Listen to the song in your heart. Listen to the song in your heart. A song of love. Everyone has a part. Listen to the song in your heart. Listen to the song in your heart. Listen to the song in your heart. A song of love. Everyone has a part. Listen to the song in your heart.
And now open, open, the 4 verses as written. Let's hear the melody.
such daring that needs us to open our hearts. Open, open, open up my life to be the song. Open, open, open up your life. We live in a world of music, such music, when we dare to open our lives. We live in a world of singing, such singing, that leads us to open our lives.
You may be seated. And we'll hold silence together with these open hearts. As we move into the contemplative heart of worship, I share a winter prayer by Deborah Weiner. You may know that February 1st marked the halfway point between winter solstice and spring equinox, celebrated as Imbolc in Earth Center traditions. Feel free to rest your eyes as I share this prayer. O Spirit of life and love, we pause for a moment on this February day to reflect on the changes 1 week can make in our lives. We celebrate the Feast of Imbolc, the pagan holiday that heralds the coming of spring. Our hearts stir with the thought that lambs are being born, that the light is increasing, that if not here, then in other parts of our country, the earth has begun to stir from its winter sleep. We bow to the forces of nature that have stirred again and again and reminded us, through storms and sudden changes in our weather, that we are not in charge, that Earth is moved by jet streams, polar vortices, and Alberta clippers, and we must endure and be patient. And through it all, we are reminded again and again that we are not alone. May we continue to recognize that in this spiritual home, we are held. In this house of memory and hope, we will be welcomed and supported. In this temple of celebration and contemplation, we may bring all of who we are and be both honored and affirmed. For all this and all that will come in the days ahead, we say, Amen, and blessed be. You may remain seated for our final two songs. We'll sing Blackbird Strokes from your song sheet. Ignore the repeats that are there. We'll do verse 1 and 2 and then do them both again.
am at peace. A blackbird strokes across the sky. I am in flight. I am at peace. I am in flight. I am at peace. The ripples slow my restless mind. I am in flight. I am at peace. The ripples slow my restless mind. I am in flight. I am at peace. I am in flight. I am at peace.
Last, darkness visible. We'll sing this 3 or 4 times together in unison and jump in whenever you are ready, and if you feel you have it, you can close your eyes if that feels good to you. After a while, you may hear some choir singers start to add in round parts, and you can do that as well if you feel moved to do so, but we'll start all together. Darkness visible.
By our dance with the darkness visible, we are reborn. We are reborn. Visible, we are reborn. We are reborn. By our dance with the darkness visible, we are reborn. Reborn. By our dance with the darkness visible, we are reborn. We are reborn. By our dance with the darkness visible, we are reborn. We are reborn. We are reborn. We are reborn.
Silence. May you know fully and deeply the blessings of each of your heart's seasons, the inward turning of winter, springtime's lush renewal, the effortless, steady growth of summer, and autumn's rich harvest. May your passage from season to season be blessed, eased by hands to hold, and by that light of love to guide you on. Go in peace.